How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams, and we're going to be talking about CTRM. You guys see the smile on my face. I get excited talking about CTRM, but they end up having another big catalyst today, and you know what? The stock did fairly well. I really can't complain about it. So what we're going to be doing, the technical analysis, and we're also going to be going over the news catalyst. Like I said, I'm just excited. I love what I'm seeing from CTRM as of late, but I won't waste any more time, so let's get into it. All right, so we're going to be doing the technical analysis for CTRM, which ended up having a strong day in the market, as you can see, being up 3.14% on the day. Nothing to complain about right there. So I know it's been probably, I think, about like a day or two since we covered it, but I'm just going to go over it right now quickly to keep you guys in the loop so you're prepared for Monday as well, okay? So we can see right here, we ended up having a gap down today inside the pre-market, which happened with a lot of stocks as well. So nothing too surprising here, but we can see we had a very strong support here at 94 cents. And we've already gone over this already, that this 93, 94 cent area is a strong area of support and where it tends to bounce off in regards to the price action. And I mentioned that in the other video as well. So I'm hoping you checked that out and you knew. So as we go on further, we can see the next support area that ended up being built was literally at 95 cents and never ended up going below that either. And then we see another support area here going from 7 a.m. all the way going into the open. This support was held down at 95. Now what we need to pay attention to, CTRM actually had a fairly strong move going into the open, but also hitting a resistance area here, which was very familiar what happened in the pre-market here at 99 cents. We could also see that was one of the issues of resistance in regards to the day before. Taking a look at this chart, so if you were able, or maybe you had a limit order set on that particular area in regards to 94, 95, 93, you wouldn't have caught it at 93, but let's say you hypothetically had it at 94, your order probably would have been filled. If you take a look at the RSI down here, it's literally going around 47. So this is definitely not a bad area, and it was definitely could have been used as a swing trade opportunity. So now as we take a look at this chart, let me just kind of bring it in so we can take a look at those barcodes. Just joking. But anyways, so as we move on, we can see right here, we had some support here right at 97 cents, and it literally held itself down fairly well all the way up until 11:25 a.m. And as you can see, we were on an upward trend, doing a really fairly decent job riding on that 21-day EMA, which is what I really like to see from CTRM because that shows a very, very bullish signal. So anytime you see it being tested on this trend line here, which is a 21-day, is something we need to pay attention to. So we can see right here, we ended up building up support to the point where we got support here at 99 cents. We built up another area of support here right at the full $1. And we also ended up building support here right near the end around 3:30 going into the close here at $1.01. But we can really confirm and see that that $1 area is a solid area of support for CTRM. It's been there before already as well. So now as you can see in the after hours, you end up getting to a high of $1.05 and now just chilling here at $1.02, just literally still sitting on that 21-day EMA. So as far as a gap up, what I'd be looking for Monday, if things remain bullish, like I said, those stimulus checks are going to be going into circulation. I would definitely look forward to seeing an upside testing back above $1.05. If we end up having a gap down, the next area to actually keep an eye on would be around 99. Also, the other area to keep an eye on will be around 97. And of course, the next area, as you can see down there, would be around 95, 94 cents. So that's what you want to be aware of. That's going to be a part of the game plan and so forth. If you're thinking about trading this, or if you're thinking about adding to your position, or maybe you might be in CTRM long term. That's what it's looking like in regards to the price action. Hope that helped you out. So now let's get into the catalyst that we're going to be going over. So we're now on the CTRM, their official website, and March 12th, it came out. Castor Maritime Inc. announces new vessel acquisition and the delivery of the MT Wander Paris. So we're going to be getting into that right now. Let's just open it up very quickly. So as you can see right here, so CTRM, a diversified global shipping company, announces that it entered through a separate wholly owned subsidiary into an agreement to purchase a 2011 Japanese-built Castor Max dry bulk carrier from an unaffiliated third party for a purchase price of $16.85 million. The acquisition is expected to be consummated by taking delivery of the vessel sometime between the second and third quarter of this year and is subject to the satisfaction of certain customary closing conditions. The company also announces that on March 11, 2021, it took delivery of the MT Wonder Polaris, the 2005 Korean-built Aframax LR2 tanker it had to agree to acquire as previously announced on February 11, 2021. The MT Wonder Polaris is currently employed under a time charter contract with a minimum duration of about 1 year at a minimum gross daily hire of $15,000. The MT Wonder Polaris acquisition was financed in its entirety with cash on hand. So here's a message from the CEO, Pedros Panelitos. Sorry for butchering his name. We are pleased to announce our 8th vessel in 2021 with the addition of another Castor Max dry bulk vessel, our 5th to the Castor's fleet. Upon completion of all of our recently announced acquisitions, our fleet will consist of 14 vessels. In addition, we are also happy to announce the successful delivery of our first of 2 Aframax LR2 tankers, marking our foray into the tanker market. Again, as an investor of CTRM, this is what we want to see. I'm excited about this. They are making moves. Hope you guys found this helpful. All right, so we're now on fintel.io for CTRM. You just want to take a look. Right now, we can see the short volume ratio is at 42%. So again, still a potential for a short squeeze for CTRM. As far as short shares available, we have about 10 million. And if we take a look here, the short borrow fee rate, it's not that high. It's around 8.82%. And if we take look at the volume ratio, it's at 41.76%. which is what we just covered, but we can see from the day before was around 35.27%. So it's actually going up, which is really good to see because there's still more demand and there's still more shares being bought, and they're always continuously growing and building on the confidence in regards to shareholders, and there's more volume. I'm telling you right now, we're going to be having a serious squeeze. So in conclusion, I must say I'm impressed. I love what I'm seeing from CTRM. They are definitely taking advantage of the current conditions and the dry bulk shipping industry and just growing. That's one of the things you want to make sure that you're seeing with any company that you're investing. They're doing the right things in order to grow the company. Make sure that they're getting in more revenue. And the way that they're doing things right now, like, there's nothing to actually complain about. And we're seeing that also being reflected in the stock price. We saw, as far as short interest is concerned, it is still fairly high for CTRM, which means there's a higher chance of us making sure that we get the squeeze that we're looking for, especially if they keep up with these growth plans that they've been going with, and they keep spending that money that they got. We already know they got some deep pockets that I know for a fact the stock price will continue to move, and especially after the pandemic. So post-pandemic, when things go back to normal, they'll definitely be in a better place because they've definitely been building during the pandemic as well with these acquisitions and so forth. So like I said, I'm very bullish on it. Can't wait to see what's going to be happening going forward. Hope you guys found this video helpful, and we'll talk soon.